Good morning, children. Myself, Gitika Srivastava, science teacher from Madras India Public School. Now, this lecture is for class 9, and the chapter which we are covering is the fundamental unit of life. Now, children, we have already discussed the whole chapter. Today, we will be revising the chapter through the diagrams, and I will be giving you the assignment questions on the topic. Now, coming on to the topics. Revision of the whole chapter and assignment questions, so just keep your pen and paper ready also. Coming on to the first diagram of the chapter, compound microscope, children. First of all, see here in the diagram you can see eyepiece. Here is the eyepiece. The lens the viewer looks through to see the specimen. Eyepiece usually contains a 10x or 15x power lens. Then children, coming on to the body tube, which connects the specimen, the eyepiece to the objective lenses. The body tube, it is connecting the eyepiece with the objective lenses. Then children, coming on to the arm, the labeling is not shown here children, but this is arm which is connecting the body tube to the base of the microscope. Then children, you can see coarse adjustment knob here which brings the specimen into general focus. Then fine adjustment you can see here, fine tunes the focus and increases the detail of the specimen. Then see nose piece is there, this revolving nose piece you can see, a rotating turret that houses the objective lenses, and these lenses are of different magnification power. The viewer spins the nose piece to select different objective lenses. These objective lenses, they range in the power from 4x to 100x. Then you can see here, this is the slide on which the specimen is kept. Then this is the stage children, the flat platform where the slide is placed. You can see here stage clips are there, metal clips that hold the slide in the place. Now children, after this you can see it is not shown here, but here's the aperture basically on the stage, the hole in the middle of the stage that allows the light from the mirror to reach the specimen. Then children, this is the mirror which focuses the sunlight on the slide. In some of the cases when we are using illuminator in place of mirror, it is done by illuminator, not by the mirror. If mirror is there, that is focusing the sunlight on the specimen. Then children, you can see condenser here. It gathers and focuses light from the mirror or the illuminator onto the specimen being viewed. So what is condenser doing? It is gathering and focusing the light from the illuminator onto the specimen being viewed. Then children, you can see the base that supports the microscope. Here, this is the base. It is supporting the microscope and it's where the mirror is placed. Okay. Now children, I think this diagram is clear. Now the other one, plant and animal cells. You can see here, I will show you the differences between the plant and animal cells. Those which are highlighted in red color, these are the differences. Cell wall is present in plant cell but not present in animal cell. Centriole is present in animal cell but not present in plant cell. Chloroplast is present in plant cell whereas it is absent in animal cell. Flagellum is present in many animal cell and plant reproductive cells only. One more thing, vacuole is very small in case of animal cell whereas it is big in case of plant cell. I will be showing you some of the organelles here children. Cell wall, cell membrane you can see. Nucleus is there, here it is in the center in animal cell, but in plant cell what happens, the vacuole is very large. Because of this the nucleus shifts towards the plasma membrane and this is the nucleus. Then children, next is the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is jelly like substance which fills the whole of the cell, whole of the animal cell as well as whole of the plant cell. It is found between the nuclear membrane and the plasma membrane. Then you can see children, vacuoles are present. In animal cell, very small. In plant cell, very big. Then children, you can see lysosome here. Lysosome is not marked here. Then there are spherical bodies which are present. Now children, coming on to the next slide. Prokaryotic cell. I told you earlier, these are the primitive cell in which true nucleus is absent. They are primitive and incomplete cell. For example, archaebacteria, bacteria, blue-green algae, all are prokaryotes. You can see here children, capsule is the outermost layer, then cell wall is there, plasma membrane is there, inside it is having ribosome, mesosome, plasmid. In place of nucleus, nucleoid is present. Here no nucleus is present. In place of nucleus, nucleoid is present. Pili and fimbriae is present for attachment and flagellum is there. Now coming on to the next slide. Eukaryotic cell. These are the cells in which true nucleus is present. You can see here, yes, true nucleus is there, having nuclear pores on the nuclear membrane. It is having nucleolus also. You can see here, and all the organelles are present here, like endoplasmic reticulum is there, and you can see Golgi body is there, mitochondria is there, lysosomes are there, ribosomes are there, cytoplasm, cytoskeleton. It includes these, they are advanced and complete cell, and they include all the living organisms, both unicellular and multicellular organism, except bacteria and blue-green algae. Just see here, this is again showing you all the organelles children. You can see here, nucleus is there, having nuclear envelope, having nuclear pores, nucleoplasm, nucleolus. Here peroxisome is present, which I told you I'll just show you in other diagram. Lysosome is present here. This is Golgi apparatus. Vesicles are present. Mitochondria is present. Chloroplast. Then children, plasmodesmata is present, which is a connecting link. Vacuole is present. Cell membrane. Cytoskeleton, ribosome, the spherical bodies which help in the synthesis of proteins. Endoplasmic reticulum, both of them smooth as well as rough. Cytoplasm, the jelly-like substance which fills inside the cell. Then you can see nuclear pores, nucleus here. Now children, just coming on to the other slide, showing Golgi apparatus, which is made up of this cisternae, vesicles and vacuoles. These vesicles are continuously formed. This is the cis or the forming phase, and this is a discharging phase or the maturing phase. You can say trans or maturing phase, where the vesicles are made and they are discharged. Coming on to the other slide, endoplasmic reticulum, showing smooth as well as rough endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth is not having ribosomes attached to it, rough is having ribosomes attached to it. Mitochondria children, you can see here the outer layer is smooth, whereas inner layer is formed of cristae. This is to increase the surface area so that more and more of the energy is produced. Next slide. This is the structure of the chloroplast. You can see here, the first one is the inner membrane which is shown, second is the intermembrane space, third is the outer membrane space. Then fourth, they have shown you stroma where dark reaction takes place. Then fifth is the granum, that is in the walls of the thylakoid, chlorophyll is present where light reaction takes place. Then you can see in the sixth labeling, lamella is shown here. Now children, these are the assignment questions. Please note it down so that you can check whether you understood the chapter or not. With this, we have completed chapter 2 also. Now, thank you children.